Welcome to the Phoenix Network, sponsored by Local Motive Marketing. Today we're coming to you from the I Spy Cigars Club at the Desert Rose Cigar Lounge in downtown Glendale. And I have the honor of welcoming the one, the only, owner of I Spy Cigars Club, Robin Rushlo. Robin, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So, I Spy Cigars Club, where did you come up with a name like that?
Well, it all started back in Iowa City when we were opening a shop there, and we had so many people telling us that, well, we smoke cigars, don't tell my wife, or I only smoke them on the golf course. And being that I had done, let's say, just some different work in the military that we couldn't always talk about, my wife said, well, that's kind of perfect, keeping secrets, not letting everybody know that everybody smokes cigars or who smokes cigars. So she said, why don't we call it I Spy Cigars? And we came up with I Spy Cigars Incorporated and I Spy Cigar Club. And our motto is, your secret's safe with us.
Well, that's great. Now, you mentioned some of your history there, but part of the premise of the show is letting people know why, out of all the different cigar lounges there are around anymore, and there weren't always this many, why Robin's? Why I Spy Cigars Club? So tell us a bit about Robin. Give us a little bit of that history.
Well, I have over just 10 days shy of 25 years in the Army, and I kept my fingers in the business while I was in the Army, and I have a good friend that owns a major company of cigars that kept me in cigars in Vietnam, and I just kept my fingers in it and kept going and working up and working in it, and became a certified blender. Been one for 10 years, and so I've been, even have a few of my own blends that we brought in, and we basically, with the military background, and then with, going to school for marketing, going to school for accounting, got my PhD in accounting, very business oriented. This is my 6th business overall that I've had, and we're just continuing on, and the big thing is that we're different than most lounges because we target a different audience with great cigars, but they fit the budget. In other words, 70% of our cigars run between $3 and $7, but I've got $3 cigars that I'll put up against any $20 or $25 cigar out on the market anywhere, and I can't keep them in. People are buying them after they try them. I feel like the guy on the corner, try it, you'll like it,
Oh, the guy with the watches under the jacket?
Yeah, almost, yeah. Hey, look what we got. Try this.
Hey, you want my car?
Yeah, exactly. And so we also, being that myself, being a veteran, my general manager being a veteran, we hire veterans. And so we are looking to honor veterans. We have a veterans wall. We give a veterans and first responders discount. Of course, we're looking always for that, but the big thing is to find cigars that weren't going to break somebody's budget. Part of this was also I Spy Cigars came because my budget got to $1,000 a month, and my wife said either start making money at it or give it up, and so I decided let's go make money at it, and she was happy. And so, that's how I Spy, actually, the whole generation of I Spy came out and we, morphed into what we are today here. And when the opportunity came to buy the Desert Rose Lounge and convert it to I Spy, I took them up on it, and we're officially known as I Spy Cigar Club at the Desert Rose. We're under their liquor license, so we have beer and wine and liquor. We have food available. You can order it right up front when you buy your cigars, same place. And we can you can have an enjoyable experience. We have the full lounge in the back. We can use the patios for events like tonight. And we have all kinds of other little goodies that we have runners to go get the food and drink, so you don't even have to go get it. You can go back, sit in the lounge, watch the game, watch whatever going on, just sit down, we'll read a book, whatever.
That's great. Now, you mentioned nearly 25 years in the military, and you also mentioned Vietnam. When did you enlist?
1972.
1972, okay.
Got out in 97.
All right. And so, you also mentioned that you couldn't talk about some of it, but I assume there's some of that you can talk about.
Oh yeah, I've been in 33 foreign countries and all 50 states 3 times. I started off as a armor reconnaissance specialist, then became an Aero Scout, and did a lot of reconnaissance work, also a linguist for German and Russian and Vietnamese at the time. And so I had a lot of work, did a lot of places, spent a lot of time on the German border when it was West Germany, East Germany, then spent a lot of time out of Alaska for the Department of Defense Inspector General's office, and got to tour the whole Asian area, anything that touched the Pacific Ocean other than the United States mainland. I got to visit and got to work on, so I got around quite a bit.
I see you got Bravo here is looking for some attention. Tell people about Bravo.
Bravo's my guide dog. He's also cross-trained in a special program that the VA had. He's also cross-trained for PTSD and crowd anxiety. I still have a problem with a lot of crowds and being enclosed real tight, and so he helps me out quite a bit. He's my eyes. He's also probably, if you come back to the lounge, he'll want to greet you right away because he is an attention hound. As you can see, he's going to spend the rest of the day in your lap probably.
Pretty close to it. He's been there several times now. So where are you from? I mean, where were you born?
I was born in Michigan, but I was raised out here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And
how did that happen?
Well, it was because Mom had some health problems with arthritis and stuff, and they said it was time to move out here, and my dad was with AT&T, so it was pretty easy to move at that time because AT&T was the big bell, and they owned everything, and always listening.
Yeah.
And,
since 1947.
I still think AT&T actually is disguised as either NSA or CIA, but that's another whole story.
I'm not biting my tongue now. I'm not going to have another word about that. But that's great. So you were born in Michigan. Where at in Michigan?
In Saginaw, up right in the base of the thumb.
There was a country song about Saginaw.
People know about that. If you're from Michigan, you always put up the right hand. You go, I live right there.
Indeed, they do.
They do, yeah.
Okay. Now, you mentioned being here at the Desert Rose Cigar Lounge, I Spy Cigars Club now. And this is, as you told me, not the oldest commercial building, but literally the oldest building in Glendale.
This building that we're in, the actual cigar lounge and shop is in, was built in 1880, and we have an actual exposure on two sections of the wall that you can actually see the 1880 adobe, and around it we used framing that was in here for when you bring in electricity. It's called pin and wire, and it was bare wire because it was DC at the time, and that's how they brought the electricity in. But you can see the actual 1880 adobe brick through the window, basically over the brick that was put in, and that was put in by Pete and Teresa, who were the previous owners that still own the Desert Rose Steakhouse and the Desert Rose Pizza and Gastro Pub, and we're all good friends, and they have really been awesome to me and helped me out get started and helping with events and things like that.
So you mentioned the different cigars that you have and the quality of the $3 to $6 cigars versus the $20, $25 cigars. What are some of your best movers?
Probably the best. It's kind of funny because we've had this in and it's been a hard time to keep in. One of them is the one I will tell anybody that I can put it up against a $20 or $25 cigar, and that's my Dark Shark. It hasn't been seen out here. I have 7 exclusive lines that are exclusively this. I'm the only one that has them this side of the Mississippi. One of them being the Bone Shaker full body cask, Dark Shark. I have the Witch Doctor. I have the Thunderdome, just to name a couple. And then those seem to move really, really well. And those all range, like I said, Dark Shark from $3, Bone Shakers up to $6. The cheap ass is pre-cut, has a V-cut in it, so when you look at it, it does look like somebody bending over. And then we have the Fighting Cock. And of course, the great effing cigar, you actually have to see to believe.
There is a rooster, by the way, on the Fighting Cock label. Yeah.
And you have to see the label on the great effing cigar so you understand what it is.
Because we can't even describe it on radio.
Yeah, it's already an awesome seller. We have it both in the barber pole and in the plain Maduro, and they're great cigars. And the top of the line for those are $4. And again, another cigar I'll put up against anybody. It's a combination of Nicaraguan and Honduran tobacco. It has a very smooth draw to it, very smooth taste to it, and it's one of those that you're going to enjoy the rest of your life.
Okay. Now, you do have a website, right?
Yes.
Okay. Want to tell everybody what that is?
iSpyCigarClub.com.
That's simple enough, isn't it? iSpyCigarClub.com.
If you can't find us there, you find us on Yelp, you can find us on Google, you can find us all over the web.
Social
media. We have
media?
our own Facebook page, I Spy Cigars Club. You can come down, like us, come down, take us in, have a drink, sit in the lounge. You know, we have a big WWE contingent for Monday and Tuesday nights. Monday night football's on the TV. We've got tomorrow, we've got Sunday night football. We've got college games the rest of tonight, except we're going to be toned down a little bit because we have a huge event tonight. We have Karen Berger, who has her own line. I happen to be smoking one of her Habano cigars right now. It is the K line. It's made by Don Kiki, which was her husband who passed away 2 years ago. But she's coming in here doing a hand rolling event. If you buy 3 of her cigars, we have a special gift for you. And if you buy a whole box, we have 3 special gifts for you. Plus we have some giveaways, some special things that we're going to have that will be available. So come on down.
And that's from 6 p.m. till?
6 p.m. till we close at midnight. She'll be hand rolling cigars. If you've never seen it, you need to come in and see it because it is an art form.
And give them the address.
We're at 6713 North 57th Drive in Glendale, Arizona. 57th Drive and Grand Avenue right at the light. You can't miss us. If you miss us, look for Desert Rose because we're right next door.
Perfect. Robin, it's been a pleasure having you.
Well, thank you.
We've been coming to you from the I Spy Cigars Club at the Desert Rose, 6713 North 57th Drive in beautiful downtown Glendale.